welcome to my YouTube channel. So basically we are going to see all about new number systems for CAT purpose, railways, or for any other exam purpose. So basically number system are of basis parts are divided into different types like basic properties of number system, divisibility rule, unit digit, fractional and number of zeros, HCF and LCM, and remainder theorem, number of factors, miscellaneous concepts. So in number systems, basically we will see all these basic parts of number system, and we will solve different types of numericals also, that what particular types of numerical comes for your CAT exam or for your railways or for any other government exams. We will see it. So basically number system comes in max part or any calculation. So let's go to the number system. So as here is then seen that a number system are of different parts, basic properties of number system. So we will go in this manner, and we will solve all the examples related to number system. So let's first see that what number system exactly is. So number system are divided into particular types like number system are divided into two types, like let's see, like real number. Wait, I will change the yes, real number and complex number. So in real number you can see rational number and irrational number. In rational number it is divided into two types, fractional and integer. In fractional it can be terminating or non-terminating and repeating or non-repeating, and in integer it is divided into three types: negative integer, zero, and positive integer. Here negative integers are basically odd and even number, and zero is basically zero, and positive integers are odd and even. But in odd there are two types, composite and prime. In even type there are composite as well as prime, but here even is given as which can be only divided by 2, means 4, 2. It is the even number. 2 is the even number. So now first of all we will today, so we see that basically, so now we will see that basic properties of number system, starting with the complex number. We will first start the complex number, what complex number are, and how to solve the complex number. We will see in today's lecture. So basically we will see how to solve the complex number in today's lecture. And now starting with the complex number, basically when we see that root -1 is known as iota or I. So here when I equals to root of -1, and I square will be what? I square will be root -1, and root -1 will be -1. As we all know that I square equals to -1, and where I is iota. So now when we will see that what I cube will be. I cube equals to I into I square, or you can say that I into I into I. So basically I into I square. So we have seen that I square is equal to -1. So I -1 into -1. So what we will get? That minus I. Therefore I cube equals to minus I equals to root -1, I square equals to -1, and I cube equals to minus I. Now we will see that what I raised to 4 will be. So I raised to 4 will be I square the whole square equals to. So I square we got at minus I. From here we can see that I square equals to minus I and the whole square. means it will be 1. So from I raised to 4 we get that I raised to 4 is equals to 1. So we should remember this table, that exactly how the iota's value are, like I equals to root minus 1, I square equals to minus 1, I cube equals to minus I, and I4 equals to 1. So now basically what complex number are, that complex number are the complex number are basically like a plus ib, but here where a and ib are the real and imaginary part. Means a equals to real part and b equals to complex number or complex part, where it can be also denoted by re equals to z equals to a real part and I m z equals to b imaginary part. So basically complex number are just comparing left hand side and right hand side, means comparison of LHS equals to RHS is complex number. Means let's see one example, like I will erase this. Z1 equals to Z2 or not equal, means like Z1 equals to A1 plus B1 and I, wait, I will do in this manner, I equals to is Z1 value and Z2 equals to A2 plus I, B2 is Z2 value. So now here we know that we have to compare Z1 equals to Z2, but here real part is compared and imaginary part is compared. So Z1 equals to Z2 will be like this. Here we got that Z1 and Z2 value. Z1 equals to Z2, so A1 plus I B1 equals to A2 plus I B2. So A1 plus B1I equals to A2 plus B2I. So A1 equals to A2 and B1 equals to B2. So here it is the A1 equals to A2 is real part and B1 equals to B2 equals B2 is imaginary part. So it's just the comparison between LHS and RHS, or it is a comparison between real and imaginary parts. Conjugate complex number. Basically conjugate can be denoted as Z1 dash or Z1 bar is conjugate number. So here let us take that z1 equals to a plus ib. So the conjugate of z1 will be a minus ib. Conjugate of z1 will be a minus ib. So conjugate is equal to, if minus sign is there, his negative sign is there, we have to make it as positive sign. So conjugate is nothing but converting negative to positive. Conjugate. Now let's see one example like z1. Let's see one example like, yes, z1 conjugate equals to, what will be the answer? So let's find that z1 bar equals to, from here we can see that z1 equals to a plus ib, and z1 conjugate equals to a minus ib. So just put the values in z1 and z1 bar. We will get that a plus ib and into a minus ib. So from here we can say that a square plus b square. Therefore z1 bar equals to a square plus b square. So modules of complex number are like z equals to a plus ib, and mod of z equals to root of a square plus b square. Basically this is the simplest question which does not come in CAT exam, but it can come in other government or railways exams. So for CAT exam this is not important. Now let's see some examples, basic examples, that how to solve the complex number. Now see how to solve the